Oops. What's up, guys? Hello, hello again. Had to fix up the makeup so I wasn't sweating. But I got eaten up like a fucking bitch. Mosquitoes had fun on me tonight. So, how you guys doing? Although I just left about 250 of you about 20 minutes ago. So one thing I do want to say, when I went back to my computer and I saw a ton of text messages. All right, first let me introduce myself. My name is PURPLEXEDQT. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Tonight's was kind of like an off day because there was so much drama going on. So, welcome. And don't judge me by the drama, some of the drama you're going to see. Just judge me by the crime. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy tonight. So for all the oldies, I want to show you guys something. When I got back to my desk, I got a lot of text messages about things that are being said in other rooms. But I want to show you guys something. I'm at the point I want them to keep doing what they're doing. I want them to keep running their lies. I want them to keep doing what they do best, and that's talk about me, and I'm going to show you why. Hold on. Now, that stream was an hour. It was an hour and 17 minutes. Okay, so in an hour and 17 minutes, I pulled 11 new subs. In an hour and 18 minutes, 11 new subs. You know what? Keep talking about me, Randy. Keep talking about me, Diane. Keep talking about me, Brian. Keep talking about me. Well, Kiki, it's nobody new goes see Kiki. Nobody new goes see Brian either. But Randy, Diane, 11 new subs in an hour and 18 minutes. I couldn't ask for better publicity. So bring it on. Keep talking. Talk about me more and more and more. Help me get to 10,000 subs. I know, the views are crazy. Hey, D-Cause. And I'm very happy with that. I couldn't ask for better numbers. So thank you, Randy. Thank you, Diane. And, you know, what's funny is, and I got to say this because I find it really comical, they're going from live to live to live to just talk about me. I'm honored. Like, I'm not joking. I am honored that I intimidate them and get under their skin so much that they can't shut up and they can't stop talking about me. There's an old saying, when people stop talking about you is when you need to worry. I don't think I got to worry about that for a long time because I think they're just going to keep on going and going and going, and I'm okay with that. So, let's get on with the show. I just wanted to throw that out there. I was very proud that I got 11 subs thanks to Randy. So I want to thank you. I want to say hello to Hounds and Trish and Janelle and Capone and Aries and Sandra and Samara and Irene and Wild Irish, Cinnamon, D-Cause, hey Harry, Edna, Marty, Obi-Wan, Tinker, Carol, Steve, Christy, Pat, Puss in Boots, Red Dragon. Red Dragon's always first. I see Red Dragon first. She loves me. I know, right, Bonnie? I'm super popular. Hey, Paris. I feel like Trump. All right, so while they're all talking about me, let's get into this case. I've been promising you guys this case all week. What's up, Danap? Promised you guys this case all week. Now I have to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I still haven't watched everything that I wanted to watch on this case to be able to talk about it, but I know that if I didn't talk about it, I was going to lose your interest. So I had to talk about it. So I did see some of her testimony today. If you're new, you're not familiar with the case, or you're from drama, this is about the Amber Guyger I saw that, Mel. Start from the very beginning. Okay. So in 2018, let me see if I remember this. 2018, a female police officer walked into her supposed apartment in a complex and opened the door and saw a black man, she was white, saw a black man sitting on the couch eating ice cream. She was sexting or talking dirty or something to her partner, so she was looking down. She looked up, she was kind of startled, and she shot the guy. She calls 911, telling him that she she made a mistake. She thought she was in her apartment. She wasn't drunk. Her apartment was actually one up. Now, I could see not paying attention to what you're doing, but you gotta fucking pay attention when you look up. I mean, you may be startled, but you gotta know you're not in your own apartment. The one thing that's lacking in this case is motive. I know she was on the stand. I saw some of it. The one thing she was lacking in this case is motive. Do I think she purposely went and killed this guy? No. Do I think that she belongs in jail for a long time? I switch every day. But then today was a big one. Today she took the stand. Now, let me explain something. Cops should not take the stand. Defense people should not take the stand. The reason why people are going defense, the reason why they tell you not to take the stand is because you could incriminate yourself. She would have been better off not taking the stand because she was I never saw her cry, but I only saw half of it, but I never saw her cry. She was so matter-of-factly, dude, you took somebody's life because you're a fucking idiot. And she did everything so matter-of-factly, like it didn't even matter. Like she doesn't even care. I was switching to. Yeah, she sobbed through a bunch of it. Oh, she did sob through it. But what I saw, she wasn't sobbing. And the big thing about it is, Amber broke down. Oh, she did? She never shed a tear. There you go. But did she shed tears? She did break down. Okay, like I said, I didn't see the whole thing. But the thing is she crying because she's going to go to jail? Because the part that I saw is that she cried on direct, not so much with cross. You need to watch trial because so far you're incorrect. How am I incorrect? What am I incorrect about? I'm not incorrect about anything. I went through the whole case the way it is. As far as her being, as far as her crying or not, I told you, I only saw what I saw. No, she pretended to cry. She quoted saying she hates herself and she wished that the victim killed her instead. Of course she did, because she ruined her life. But you can't say she wasn't on the phone at all when she got to the apartment. I thought she was texting her boyfriend. That's how she missed going into the apartment. She didn't cry during cross. She cried after she was caught in many lies. That's what I'm saying. But I didn't see her crying at all. And I don't know if it was the defense or the prosecution that was questioning her. But my point being, I watched a piece of it, Dreamer. That's what I said. So tell me what I got wrong, Dreamer. You always come in here that I'm saying something wrong. So tell me what I got wrong. Tell me what I got wrong that I didn't say that I didn't see. That's what I want to know. I'm waiting. Many have went to wrong. Today a lawyer was on that went in. What? She said she has to live with herself for the rest of her life and she hated it. Yeah, because she's going to be behind bars. Well, I watched it. So, Dreamer, tell me what I said wrong. Go ahead and tell me what I said wrong. Because let me repeat what I actually said. I actually said that I didn't watch the whole thing. This is what I know. And the piece that I saw didn't cry. That she didn't cry. So tell me what the fuck I'm lying about. And how I got it all wrong. Please enlighten me. You've got 5 seconds. She made no attempt to help the poor guy. She was texting her married lover. She wasn't... All right, so she wasn't texting the time she went in. Whoa, Susan. Let me say that again. I said the part that I saw, she was not crying. How is that a lie? She did not cry through the whole thing. The rest is what I was reading in chat. I'm still waiting for Dreamer to tell me what I got so wrong and what I'm making such a fool out of myself on. Still waiting. I've watched all right, Dreamer, I'm done. Seriously, I'm done. I'm not even acknowledging you anymore. I'm still asking you, so what the fuck I got wrong, and you haven't said jack shit. So tell me what I got wrong. He was texting back to her, are you there? She didn't cry. She was nervous. She called 911 before her lover. Okay. What is that? I didn't say one came before the other. She didn't cry. She was nervous. As a matter of fact, plus her testimony was stiff. I watched it all. Man, the trolls are... She's not even a troll. She's Tracy's friend. But I'm still waiting for her to tell me what I said wrong. Instead of all this bullshit. She was texting on her way home. So she wasn't texting going in, and how'd she not realize she was walking into the wrong apartment? I thought she was looking down, and that's why she didn't realize it. You didn't say anything wrong. Please continue. Thank you, Mel, biggest fan. Cute name. Prosecutor actually presented tenants that admitted to going to other floors by mistake that they did not live on, even to the doors of apartments that they did not live at either. That's interesting. By the way, the complex setup, many people have gone to the... Yeah, that's what GB just said. She may have been looking down, but she wasn't on the phone. Okay, so she wasn't on the phone. I thought they said she was on the phone, from what I saw. But how did she get in? The door was open a little, right? She was talking to him on the phone on the way home. Oh, thank you, niece. All right, let me pull that up. Oh, you know what? I can't... All right.
First, if you recognize State's Exhibit number 4, this is going to be a business records affidavit. That was when someone calls 911.
Yes.
Your Honor, I'm going to offer when 911 is relied upon to be pulled. Occasion, particular call.
I don't care about all this.
All right. All right.
Just the address. Yes, I need both. Okay, what's the address? I'm at apartment number 1478. I'm in 1478. And what's the address there? It's 1210 South Lamar, 1478. Yes. I'm an off-duty officer. I thought it was in my apartment, and I shot a guy thinking that he was thinking it was my apartment. He shot someone. Yes, I thought it was my apartment. I was shocked. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Okay, and where are you at right now? I'm in, what do you mean? I'm inside the apartment with him. Hey, come on. What's your name? I'm Guyger. I need to get me, I'm in... Okay, we have help on the way. I know, but I'm with my dog. I thought it was my apartment. Okay, yeah. Hold on.
See, but that's the thing that you have to ask yourself. Why did she not try to help him? I think this whole outcome would be completely different if she actually tried to help him.
apartment on the third floor. No. That was my apartment. That was my apartment.
All right, hold on. So he wasn't unresponsive, so no CPR needed at that time. She did limited CPR and stopped to call her married lover.
That was my apartment. I thought it was my apartment.
And then what's the get code there?
I don't know.
Hey, Twanda.
I thought it was my apartment.
They're trying to get in there. You have an officer there and you don't have the gate code?
No. I thought it was my apartment. I thought it was my apartment.
Okay, and what floor are you in right now?
The fourth floor. Fourth. Hey, bud. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, where was he shot?
He's on the top left.
They're trying to get there to you, okay?
Jules, you're not welcome in here anyway. Go fuck yourself.
They're almost there. They're already there. They're trying to get to you.
I thought it was my apartment. I thought it was my apartment. Holy fuck. I thought it was my apartment. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Bye, Mel Mel. All right, but hang on. But some people are saying that she didn't, that the guy didn't need CPR. So this is what I'm confused about.
Oh, I don't hear them. They're trying to get there to you. Do you hear them?
And I got a question. Is there anybody in here that thinks she should not go to jail? Because I've seen a couple of people I'm not so sure about. What's up, Texas? Is there anybody that thinks she should not go to jail? Door was ajar because it was malfunction and it didn't completely shut. There was testimony that when it rained or a lot of humidity, many locks throughout the complex malfunctioned. She was doing sternum rub to bleeding at first. She didn't need to kill him. Not sure yet. He was still alive when cops got there. Okay. You can hear the paramedics counting the chest compressions later in the 911. I'm getting to the rest. I'm just curious if there's anyone in here that thinks it was an accident and she shouldn't go to jail. I don't think she should be committed for murder because there is no intent. Manslaughter at best. Well, we discussed that, Positive Panther. They can't do it. They're only charging her with murder. Manslaughter's not on the table, though. It's only murder on the table. I think accident, but yes, jail.
Do you see them?
No. No.
Yes, correct. If there's a mistrial, she can go back and be charged with manslaughter. Absolutely.
I thought they were in my apartment. I thought this was my floor.
No, Irene, they originally charged her with manslaughter, and then the grand jury changed it. Grand jury changed it to murder.
That last, at the very last of the recording, was that overhearing, I guess, the conversation with the officers that made it to the apartments?
Yes.
Is that why you said to deal with the police
Sure.
officers? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then the communication.
All that you're typing in to help arrive.
Alright, it's all they're showing on that. But I just want to double check one thing. Just to be positive. Okay. Alright, so the way Texas works. This is the way Texas works. Sergeant Armstrong, Texas Ranger, lead investigator, does not believe that she should be charged with any crime. Of course. Alright. So, a lesser charge can be included in the jury instructions after all the evidence and testimony has been presented. Right now, she's charged with murder. But that's different than Florida, because Florida, once you're charged with something, that's it. So, Texas is different, though. Because she was originally taken into custody on manslaughter, which we knew, and then later was indicted on a murder charge. A murder indictment says Guyger intentionally shot Gene, causing his death. I don't believe that. I don't believe it was intentional. A manslaughter would mean that Guyger acted recklessly. A charge of criminally negligent homicide could be considered. And I think that's what she should be charged with, criminal negligent homicide. After prosecutors rested their case Thursday, defense attorney Robert Rogers asked the judge to give a directed verdict of not guilty of murder. Rogers said prosecutors not prove the murder case, nor a manslaughter or criminally negligent homicide. Kemp denied Rogers' motion. All right, let's check this out.
Ranger Armstrong, in addition to the, you describe that for the judge.
That is a week-long school that will show you the different characteristics, the different behaviors, and the different types of evidence that you will find.
Telling you, it's gonna help her that this sergeant was black. It's going to help her.
From different types of shootings, from different types of guns, from look at bullet strikes on different material. Yes, I did.
And what?
Ranger Michael Adcock used our Leica scanner, which is a laser device that is used to measure those trajectories. So the first
Supports the immediate threat in that apartment at that time.
yes.
I'm skipping. I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing.
Guyger was 1478. Complaining witness perceived him as a deadly threat.
No, I don't believe that it was reckless or criminally negligent based on the totality of the investigation and the circumstances and facts.
All right, so that's an interesting point. Very interesting point. She's gonna have a rough time in jail. All those bitches she arrested are gonna go after her. But normally you can't do that. There's a precedence in police shootings to include aha. That's why. Got it. There's a precedence in police shootings to include a lesser charge of manslaughter. That's why. So they are allowed to do it, especially if it's cops. She has to go in general population. And when you're in a holding cell, that's what there is. Dallas PD gonna have a hell of a job to do in the coming weeks. Honestly, I'd be terrified to be an officer on duty following this case. Probably put him protected. You don't try. See, let me tell you something about protective confinement. You are in a fucking cell. I was there for 4 days because you're in like a holding thing, and mine wasn't even in a cell. When you're in confinement like that, you're literally in a 4x8 room. You're losing your fucking mind. I was pulling my hair out. Like I was climbing walls. I could not handle it. Most people can't. You're like in a box. It's horrible. She's not a cop. She was a cop. She's a police officer. Oh, I know in prison she's not a cop. Positive Pants, I agree. I lived in California during riots during the Rodney King. Yeah, she was a cop. She was terminated. Okay. How many years has she been on the force? I don't think she was on the force that long. If you're a cop, it's different here. They put them in solitary. She was on the force 5 years. It was in a holding cell for 12. Yeah, but they would still... could still get a charge of manslaughter. I mean, she was a cop when this happened. That's what I thought too, mind blowing. They're saying no. The retired judge on the local news said that they want him to be in a standing position when shot. Like he was coming towards her and then she shot him. Protective custody varies by state. Hey, Linda.
I always keep my keys in my front right pocket. When I was approaching the door, I would grab out my keys and walk up to the door where I know where the lock is at and insert the key fob into the lock.
And is that what you started to do on that time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you inserted the key, or started to insert the key into the lock, did you see anything wrong with the door?
I saw it was cracked open.
Okay, keep your voice up.
It was cracked open.
Okay. And that's as you're putting the key in?
Yes, sir.
And when you say cracked open, you see the exhibit on the monitor. Okay, you remember that video when they showed how the door didn't close? Now this is from the inside. Were you viewing the same type of situation with the door from the outside?
Yes, I was.
Okay. As the key goes into the keyhole, that's when you saw the door?
Judge, I'm going to object to the...
Hold on. Let me back up for a second. If the door is open, you're not going to put the key in the keyhole. Because when you go to push the keyhole, it's going to open the fucking door. So that's a blatant lie. Because if your door is open, you can't put it in the keyhole unless you hold the door. So that's a lie right there.
It's the same.
It's Sarah, that's what I'm saying. If the door wasn't shut all the way, unless you were holding the door, you can't put the key in the door if the door is open. Because then it was open. If it was open a little, once you put the key in the door, it's going to go right open. The door wasn't shut. That's what I'm saying. You can't put the key in the door. I don't care how heavy the door is. If you put the pressure of the key is what pushed it open because he did not get it shut all the way. Once you put the fob and it pushed the door open. Oh, it wasn't a regular key? I'm confused.
Did you see anything else or notice anything else at that point in time?
I heard moving around inside my apartment.
What type of moving around?
Like loud shuffling, someone walking.
Okay, but the defense is saying that she put it in the door. Like, you put your key in the door. So that's why I got that from.
Okay. What happened when the key actually went into the keyhole?
See, he said, what happens when the key goes into the keyhole? A key fob doesn't do that. That's not like a hotel. Their photos, her keys are in the door. Key fob on her key ring. Okay, so then the defense is saying it wrong. Okay, so the defense is saying it wrong. All right, I'm listening.
Was the door open?
Normally, you have to unlock it and turn it on.
Yes, he did.
Judge, you're gonna object to the leading.
Judge, I'm just trying to reorient from the prior testimony so we can get through this.
But you cannot leave, Mr. Sugar.
Okay. What do you do normally?
When I come home, I just put the key into the keyhole, and then I turn it to the left, and then I unlock or use the door handle and turn it down and push open the door.
And what happened this time?
What happened was I put the key into the lock. I see that it's cracked open, and at the same time, I'm hearing this moving around. But me putting the key fob into the lock is pushing the door open, and everything's happening all at once.
Okay, let me ask you that. We're breaking this down, but how?
I know I'm not crazy. They keep saying keyhole.
Less than 2 seconds. The motions of me doing all this is less than 2 seconds.
Tell the jury what you felt inside and what you felt in your brain when you saw those three things happen.
I was scared to death.
How quickly did that happen?
Less than 2 seconds. It was quick.
Okay. Why were you scared?
I was sick. I thought I came home and they're inside my apartment. And that was alerted me on this. Your heart rate just skyrocketed. Feeling you never want to feel again.
Your Honor, if the demonstration is over with, I mentioned this, can we go
It's
back?
not
That's what I
over,
bought.
Judge. I'll sit down when it's over.
Okay, let's go through the demonstration and we can do the discussions later.
Can
That tastes like
Yes.
apple beer.
refrain from being interrupted?
If
But you
he
instructed
feels the need to object, he
Oh,
has the
understand.
right to object. Your
Oh.
next question, Mr. Sugar.
Now, as you were telling the jury what you were feeling. I think you were saying something about what you were feeling in your chest.
I compare it to being into a car wreck. Right before you hit that car, you literally just, everything freezes up inside your body. You don't know what's going to happen next. It's just fear, pure fear inside of you.
Was there a light on inside your apartment?
No,
Or what you believed was your apartment?
no, there was not.
As that door began to open, what were you looking for? What was going through your mind?
I kept, since I knew somebody was moving around inside my apartment, I wanted just to find that threat.
What were you feeling with that
Fear,
threat?
scared as crap.
As the door opened, did you see anything in your apartment?
Yes, I did. That's whenever, directly in the middle towards the window is when I saw the silhouette figure standing back there. I'm sorry.
I can't hear you out of the silence.
Repeat that again, please, in a louder voice.
Whenever I fully opened the door, I saw this silhouette figure standing in the back middle of the apartment by the window.
You're saying
Positive Panther, I agree with you. However, they keep saying her apartment, but it wasn't her apartment. And let me tell you something else. A cop is gonna know. A cop is gonna know. Like, a cop shouldn't be that scared. You're a cop, you got a gun. Why shoot immediately instead of finding out who the fuck was there? I cannot picture this man sitting in the dark eating ice cream. It's a good point, Jackie.
figure?
Yes.
Okay. As you were opening, and how did the door get fully open?
I used my left arm to fully open it. And at that time, that's whenever I'm drawing my service weapon out.
All at the same time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you saw that figure, or silhouette of a figure at the back, did you do anything?
Yes. That's whenever I pulled my gun out and I yelled at him. It's like, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Liar. Dreamer, I'm going to say this once and for all. You can shake your head all you want. Sorry I don't have time to watch trials all day. I have a full-time job and 3 kids to take care of. Sorry I don't have time to watch trials like you do 24/7. Sue me. I'm allowed to skip around. I want to skip around. I could get the gist of it.
What was the figure doing?
It moving around.
Okay. Did that cause you some concern?
Yes.
Why is that?
I couldn't see his hands.
How fast is this happen?
Real fast. It's seconds.
Okay. Are you still holding your equipment?
Yes, I am.
Amy, you are correct, because even the cops said they got totally lost. They got completely lost. But Hockey Mom, Dreamer comes in here every time she comes in here, and she argues everything with me. It's got to be her way.
How's the door staying open?
I'm using my equipment to prop it open because those doors are heavy.
What did the figure do after you said, let me see your hands?
He started coming towards me.
How fast was he coming towards you?
A fast-paced walk.
Wasn't running?
Wasn't running.
All right. When you saw him coming towards you, what was going through your mind?
I thought that he was coming at me. Because I couldn't see his hands. He was going to kill me.
Did you hear anything as he was walking towards you?
There was a loud yell. He was yelling, hey, 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 in an aggressive voice.
Okay. I'll let you put this down. Now, first I want to put you over here. You said you saw this figure against the wall and he was moving around.
Yes.
Can you just demonstrate for us the manner in which you saw the figure moving
He
around?
was just moving around, pacing back and forth.
Okay. And that's what you saw when you opened the door?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But here's my thing with it. She is a trained police officer, or supposed to be a trained police officer. I could see if this was like Tawanda. Sorry, Tawanda, but I know you own a gun. What I could see if this is like Tawanda, who walks into the wrong apartment and gets freaked out. Oh my God, I shoot the guy instantly. That I get. She's a trained police officer. Unless she's so wasted that she doesn't fucking know what room she's in, that's a problem. Like, you guys see what I mean? You don't understand this part of the story. It's like they both panicked, but she still didn't realize, even in dark. But, I mean, what, especially in apartment complexes, isn't there a light? You could just flip on the light? Was he sitting in the complete darkness that you couldn't see anything? It doesn't make sense. And I don't care what she said. I'm talking the reality of it.
And then you described what the commands you told him.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to imagine that you're at. Where exactly were you at?
Bonnie, I really don't. I don't see why she would want the guy under her dead. I mean, that's a pretty tough thing. He had his laptop and TV on. Okay, so there was light. That's what I'm saying. He was not sitting in the dark. He was watching TV and light switches right by the door. That's what I was getting at. Like most apartment complexes, there's going to be a light switch right next to the door. I think she's the most dumbest person I ever heard about. Seriously, even when I'm stoned and drunk, I know if I'm going into my own apartment. I agree, especially if you're going to shoot someone.
I was at the doorway. I remember feeling that silver bottom thing on my feet.
Okay. So you're at that area, this is the doorway. We talked about this before, haven't we?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this general area in here.
Gina, you have a really good point, though. Really good point. Is that she's lying about giving commands, but he doesn't have to listen. It's his apartment. But then again, did she say she was a police officer? Did she claim that she said she was a police officer? And wouldn't the neighbor hear? Wouldn't, like, as far as I know police, because my brother's a cop, but as far as I know police, they would fucking say loud, I'm a police officer. the neighbors would hear it. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't. No, it looked like she was holding her uniform. If I felt someone was in my place, I would have walked away and called the police back up. Are there not numbers on the doors? Yeah, but they said someone said that a lot of neighbors. She isn't a cop anymore. Yeah, but still. Because she has power. She's got a gun. Oh, she wasn't full uniform? I didn't think she was from the way the cop was, they were talking. Because she was holding all her stuff.
Do you feel that's the area as close as this figure got towards you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know the length of your apartment from the front door to that back where the figure was is how far?
30 feet.
Okay. And I showed you a mark of this about right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I want you to first tell the jury exactly how loud you said, "Let me see your hands."
I said, "Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands."
And you had your gun pointed.
Yes, sir.
And the figure was moving around as you described.
Yes, I have my gun pointed, and I'm saying, "Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands."
What were you focused on?
Him.
Just him?
Yes.
And then he began coming towards you.
Yes.
And as he became coming toward you, that's when you heard him speak.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do that now, all right?
Yes, sir.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
And that's at that point whenever I shot.
Somewhere in this area.
Yes.
When you shot, what happened?
He fell down.
I don't think she said it either, to be honest with you. I really don't. Broken truth, broken wing. I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Hang on, guys. I got the alert on the one assist comment in my... I don't see it. Which video? Someone video her? Huh? Can't understand is how it is that one random man's door was open. No, it was direct. She lived above him. It wasn't just some random. She lived above him. It was like she went to the wrong floor. Good night, Raquel. She went to the wrong floor. She could have backed up. Oh, below him? I thought she lived above him. She either lived below or above him. She lived below him. Because they're saying the door was broken. There was like something wrong with it. Broken Wing, there's nothing there. I just looked. Heading to the funeral of the Sisk family. There we go. You know what, Broken? I don't even believe that's real. Wanda Sisk was a grandmother. She's got rap and shit on her playlist. Give me a fucking break. It's a fucking troll that made a fake account. Yeah, it's a troll that made a fake account. Some grandmother's not gonna have fucking rap and shit. Give me a break. And I wasn't even at the funeral. Exactly. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, it's a fucking troll that made that. Some grandmother's not gonna have liked rap and all this other shit. Give me a break. With a totally hidden account. And not one of the family. Not one of her grandkids. Give me a break. I fucking hate these trolls. Hey, Lord Granny's like to get down and nasty too. I mean, come on now, though. And Grandma's hiding all her info. Give me a break. Alright, she went into his apartment and killed. I would not want her on force off to prison for this dirty cop. She went into his apartment and killed. I would not want... Yeah, but the thing is, could it have been an accident? Like, could it have really been an accident? What do you guys think? There's got to be somebody that thinks she doesn't belong in jail. I do, Ben. Been smoking them forever. Grandma has a stash in a moo pocket. But come on, there's got to be somebody that thinks it was an accident. So now let's talk about something I do know. Do you think she's going to get off on politics? I think it was an accident, but she was trigger happy and took a life, and there should be consequences. Don't think she deserved life, though. It was not an accident that she killed him. She could have retreated, and she made the choice to confront him. Accident? All right, we got a few for accident. Nope, she will not get off. Just remember, though, all you need is one juror to hold out and say that they believe it was an accident. That's 1 out of 12. All they need is one. Well, Capone, what I read, which is good in Texas against Florida, that the judge, after hearing everything, can add manslaughter. So even though they want to get her for murder, they can do manslaughter. My honest opinion is, had she not arrived at the wrong floor and his door had closed, this would never have happened. Walking in might have been accidental. Her reaction was not an accident. I agree. I think it was an accident, but I do think she needs to do consequences. All right. So for everyone that thinks it was an accident, all right, how many people think it's murder over manslaughter? Does anyone think she should go away for life? Manslaughter. Dallas conservative back in the Blue City. We had 5 officers killed by a sniper. Just saying. Not life. No, manslaughter. She's trained. So everyone's pretty agrees on manslaughter. Is Texas a racist state? I agree with negligent homicide, Irene. I absolutely agree with that. There was crime in our area, too. I don't believe there was intent. I believe it was a horrible accident. She didn't mean to kill the guy. Okay? Majority, minority. Well, all you people get manslaughter all the time for accidentally killing people from car accidents. She was reckless. Hey, Suzanne. Definitely agree with negligent homicide. I know it doesn't work this way, but I believe victims' families should decide. It doesn't work that way, though. It's a very racist state. There's a reason I was asking that, Scottish. All right. So I'm glad someone said it's a racist state. Is it possible, being that she was a police officer, and being that I agree with criminally negligent homicide. I think that is the perfect thing. But my thing is, if, even as a former correction captain, we trained and drill into our COs to always say first without a doubt, let me see your hands when not visible, I believe she said. She said it. Doesn't mean it actually happened. So here's my thing. Is it possible that the grand jury know that she might get indicted for manslaughter? So being that it's a racist state and she's a white cop over a black man, is it possible they upped it knowing that she could get off without it affecting anyone, per se? Is that possible? Yes. That's what I'm saying. Homicide, it was an accident. You're getting that it's a race state from one person. There are a couple of us telling you it's no more racist than other places. No, but I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying that, Susie. I'm saying in general. Do you think it's possible that they up the charges knowing that she's not going to get murder? Because you can't prove intent unless they could prove they're connected somehow, and they're not. Yes? You think it's possible? The entire South has a lot of racism. Very true. I don't think they can let her off scot-free. All you need is one juror. Negligent homicide is a thing. Yes. There are 8 blacks on the jury. Smart defense. I mean, smart prosecution. 2 neighbors heard 2 voices, but not what was said. One was in the hallway. So she didn't scream, I'm a police officer. Because police officers are supposed to scream, I'm a police officer. And she didn't if someone was in the hallway and didn't hear it. They changed it to murder after she said she shot to kill him. But all officers shoot to kill. That's how they're trained. 5 black, 5 white, 2 Asian. All it takes is one. All you need is one racist on that panel, on that jury, and she's getting off. Or at least getting a hung jury. Yeah, a lot of people think cops should do warning shots. Cops are not trained to do warning shots. Cops are trained shoot to kill. End of story. I think she'll be... You think she'll be dealt with harshly? See, I think the opposite. I think she might get out because of politics. Yeah, cops can't fire warning shots. They're also trained to call for backup in dangerous situations. That's true, too. This all happened within seconds. Exactly. No warning shots. But that's how I know that something was wrong, is because it all happened within seconds. But the way she's explaining it is in seconds. She was the intruder. Hung jury, that's what I'm thinking. Off-duty cops can't run around shooting people in their own apartments. You can under, what's the name of that law? Not right to kill, right to shoot. I forgot what it's called. We have it here. Texas has it. They don't aim for the shoulder or kneecaps anymore. It's just on TV. Cops are trained to kill. Law and crime is running tomorrow. The judge said trial tomorrow. They're not going to have trial on Saturday? Stand your ground. Thank you, mind blown. After the heavy community backlash, community marches, the prosecution presented the new charge to murder to grand jury. Shot to kill, stand your ground. Really? Is court on a Saturday? Why? Cops have never been instructed to shoot. Yeah, it's always been shoot to kill. The stand your ground law means that if she was actually in her apartment and somebody walked in, she can shoot to kill. No, we are not a racist state. However, this is a very political issue during a very political time. Aha. I don't know. I've never heard of court on Saturday. The kneecap stuff is just on TV, Ben. Stand what ground? I know, but I'm saying that... Had they brought that up at all, the stand your ground? Subquested jury is why. Okay. I've heard of... I never have. But I'm not a big trial buff. Most trials bore me. Because the jury is not allowed to go home. They're in a hotel. I gotcha. He actually had the right to shoot her. He did have the right to shoot her. 10... See, I'm kind of with Nadia. 10 years, possibly. So he did and thought he was going to kill her, and that's why she shot him. But she wasn't in her apartment. Yeah. But remember, she thought she was in her apartment. They had Jessica's trial over the weekend, too. And on Sunday, so jurors don't have the option to be sequestered. Aha. Offense is mistake of fact. If she reasonably believes she was in her apartment, they said then the Castle Doctrine could go for it. But like I said, I'm not a huge trial buff. Most trials bore me to tears. You have to have like a good prosecution and a good defense. Otherwise, it's boring. Quit saying it's a racist state. I take offense as a Texan. Did he come at her with the ice cream? I was thinking the same thing, Hound. So has anyone asked her why she didn't retreat? That would be my question. And for everyone who doesn't know what a castle doctrine is, it's known as castle law or defensive habitation law. It's a legal doctrine that designates a person's abode or any legally occupied space, for example, a car or a vehicle, or a home, as a place in which the person has protections and immunities permitting one in certain circumstances to use force. Kind of similar to stand your ground, similar, but it wasn't our house. DA screwed up and gave an interview, and there was a gag order in effect. Nadia, you're saying 10 years. That's what she should get, is 10 years? I'm addicted to online trials. My first was Tex MacGyver. No more saying Texas is a racist state. Amy gets mad. I don't think she should do 20. I'm so confused. They say he was wearing earbuds. But I don't know. At the same time, if he was really wearing earbuds, wouldn't you take them out when you see somebody pointing a gun at you? In Colorado is make my day law. That's cool. No, don't. No, don't. Oh, Laura, no, I don't. Laura, don't think he had time. The murder charge is political. All this happened in less... Yeah, but a minute's a long time, though. A minute's not a couple of seconds. A minute is a long time. When you really sit there and think of a minute, it's long. Are you Miss Mensa? Oh, God, no. Amy, I have many friends in Texas that are awesome people. My hubby was questioned on a murder trial. He said it gets extremely emotional when deliberating in jury room. 11 was so upset because they had to go to judge and tell him they were hung. He was eating ice cream. Maybe he didn't have time to remove them. Yeah, but that's the other thing. How are you watching TV with headphones on? Yeah, a minute's a long time. If we did silence for an entire minute, you'd realize how long it was. Not try to be good for you to cover the books. I already covered that.
No.
What?
Don't plan anything for tomorrow from 12 to like 3.
I know.
Okay.
Brooke Skylar trial's over. I got that already.
Night.
I predicted that outcome and everything.
Good night.
Good night, honey. I love you. He was sitting on that couch when she came in. Look at where his body was. Yeah, I don't believe her story. Wireless headphones to watch TV. So even outside, the doors was different. If she was looking down, she would have seen a bright red mat. That's why I thought she was texting. Hey, take earbuds out while being shot. No, but I'm saying, why are you watching TV with earbuds in? That's kind of weird. And with 2 earbuds in, no less. Meter there is more to it. And I think there's more to it, too. My name for him was Ponytail? Who? He was on his laptop. I watch TV and YouTube. With earbuds in, though, Carol? Because in apartment living, people complain if TV is too loud. True. We did not know how she performed overall at a job. He had just had wisdom teeth pulled too, is on pain meds. Thank you, Brady. for a compliment texting them from Texas. All right, let's not fight about Texas. Maybe he's watching Netflix or wireless earbuds. Good point. Try to see the difference, though, between stand your ground and the castle doctrine. Okay. So the stand your ground law allows those to feel a reasonable threat of bodily death or harm to meet with force rather than retreat. Similar, the castle doctrine laws assert that a person does not need to retreat if their home is attacked. Over half the states in the U.S. have forms of stand your ground or castle laws. I know, but it was his house, not hers. I agree with you. But she believed it was her house. Stand your ground is your right to defend yourself with lethal force. Castle doctrine allows you to protect yourself within your own house. Wasn't fighting, was thanking Tawana for compliments. You're talking about the woman who shot some guy in the hallway. Yes. It wasn't in the hallway, it was in his apartment. Coroner said he probably was in pain and bled to death. That's sad. Big better kill them or they can sue. The fact brought up today, she had a radio on. Still, if she used that instead of calling 911, help would have come much faster. Why not use it? Each state is different from a stand your ground laws. Florida, if someone steps on your property you didn't invite, you could shoot them. And we have that same law that if someone stepped on the property, DNAP, that I could shoot them. And that's what I keep telling these people about going real life. Keep putting my life in danger and someone's gonna die. The majority of the guest lawyers, both defense and former prosecutors on court TV, agree in their frame of mind has proven this to be a justifiable mistake by fact. Hold on. Majority of the guest lawyers, both defense and former prosecutors on court TV, agree in a frame of mind has proven this to be a justifiable mistake by fact. 10 years she'll be out before they send her first AARP. He bled to death because she did not do C.P.R. Exactly. We just had one here. The guy didn't like the neighbor and he came to say hi and the guy shot him. Did he get off? It's scary. It's really scary. I'm gonna piss off the Rangers. Just don't understand if she believes someone was in a house, leave and call for backup. She was not in danger in my opinion. Prayers up for the victim and those he left behind. He got away with it or he got charged? Bled to death because a hollow point went through heart, lung, stomach, and rested near spine. Yeah, that's terrible. Oh, he got away with it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, Suzanne, I gotta watch the whole trial, but I kind of agree with you. I'm definitely gonna watch it tomorrow. Because I gotta sit at a football game for 3 hours. Yay. She had things in her bag, stopped the bleeding. She was busy calling the married boyfriend. But, you know, I do agree with Suzanne. You never know her state of mind. I've never shot anybody. But I can assure you, if I do, I'm going to be thinking a little differently. I do have the Court TV app. Goes to the attorney testimony today who went into the wrong apartment. Thought the lady was his roommate's friend. Hey, Leo wife. Wonder if she gets to keep the clothes she's wearing. Yeah. Downward tragedies, muscle. They helped with the SWAT raid that day, and she worked like 13 hours. Okay. Go on anyone's property. I tell my kids all the time not to go on others' property without permission. It's true, Dina. You're right. All right, so somebody, Tara, if he's still here, Tara says shoot to kill should not be when the person has no weapon. Doesn't matter. Cops have no idea if someone has a weapon or not. It's shoot to kill regardless. Thinks she was severely distracted when she went into his apartment, either by her phone or in thought. Add exhaustion to the mix. So Nadia, what do you think? Do you think she should be charged? You think she should go to jail, or you think it should be ruled an accident? Could have been handled differently. They would have had communicated some way. She shot him too quickly. Something is up. Yep, they are trained shoot to kill no matter what. Exactly. I once almost got into the wrong car. Somebody was sitting in it. I was like, whoa. It was dark in the apartment. It was late at night. A door key and door, and it opened. Laura Digna. Hey, Steph. You gonna go to the other side? Did the owner shoot you? Oh, the sad thing is the man was unarmed, sitting on the couch eating a bowl of ice cream. Now that I've done but noticed before I sat down, I have gone toward the wrong car myself. She did not say he was on the couch. Yeah, but do you believe her? That's the whole thing. Do you actually believe her? Things may have been different had she shot and killed a drug dealer. That's possible too. Well, if I went to open my door and I heard noise, I would not confront, because at that point I'm still safe. I would back away and get help. The experts can recreate a homicide scene. Lock your doors always. I always keep my doors locked. Yeah, see, that my whole thing is, if I felt like she was believable and her story was believable, I think I would have a different view. But I don't believe her story. I think she opened her door and just shot. I don't think she ever gave him a chance. That's why I have a problem with this case. I honestly and truly do not think that she ever gave him a chance. I think she just shot to kill. Period. End of story. I think she opened the door, saw a man standing there, and shot him. Yeah, that's what I believe. But people said they were both yelling. Okay. 5'3" woman shoots a 6'1" male coming toward her and the bullet goes downward. It defies physics. Okay. Support a house stake says a 5'3" woman shoots a 6'1" male coming towards her and the bullet goes downward. It defies physics. That's an excellent point. I was curious what kind of ice cream he was eating. If it was vanilla ice cream and crumbled up chocolate chip cookies on top, That makes me sad. I think she felt she had more of a right to shoot on sight because she was a cop. Brother and sister-in-law actually got inside the wrong car and even tried to start the engine. But someone said they were arguing, but not sure. Okay, so there was an altercation between the two. But how did a bullet go downwards? If a bullet went downwards, she would have had to been she would have had to been sitting down. Trajectory was a downward angle. Okay, so check out this scenario. Check out this scenario. What if he's on the couch? Maybe the earbuds were put in after because she had to make up a story. But let's just say that he was sitting on the couch. She walks in, tells him to freeze. He's yelling at her, "This is my apartment." She tells him, "Do not move," and he's still sitting on the couch. She walks over to the couch, gun in hand, and then shoots him, looking down. What do you think?
Pennywise is gonna kill me in my sleep.
What?
Pennywise is gonna kill me.
It was a good movie?
It was good. I cried 4 times because I was sad too. And then Sydney screamed like twice. It was so funny.
Is it scary?
It was a little scary. I will admit, it was good.
Sage saw It too tonight.
It was really good.
The shot to wall's different wall. Shots were in 2 rapid succession. But what if, think about the scenario. Maybe she put the earbuds in after. Maybe she saw earbuds sitting on a coffee table and she put them in. By this point, she would know it's not her apartment, you would think. True, too. I believe he did try to get down and he was shot and went downwards. Possible, Lindsay. Definitely possible. It couldn't have been pitch black because he had the TV on. It would be difficult to get a murder conviction without it. I agree with that, Porterhouse. I think he was getting up off the couch when she shot him. But that's what I'm saying. By that point, she would know that it wasn't her house. Like, if she's walking in, she had to know it wasn't her house. How that helps her is when she realized that he was unarmed, then she could put the earbuds in saying that he didn't shoot me, that I shot him because he wouldn't listen. He didn't answer to me. I would check the earbuds for fucking fingerprints. I mean, she's a cop. She knows how to stage a crime scene. Or maybe one shot. How many shots hit him? Was it just one or both? The earbuds were not even collected. See? Problem right there. Winston. I didn't say Buka, I said Winston. But how many? All right, so one shot hit him. So this is what I think. I think my scenario is pretty accurate, and then I think she shot another one just to shoot another one to make it look like it was frantic. That's what I think. But I don't think he was coming towards her. I think she was going towards him. I think she already had a gun drawn. And she was walking towards that couch and told him, "Do not move." And then she shot him. That's how that went down. Then she took another shot to the wall because she had to make it look like it was frantic. When he was down, she probably put his earbuds in and made it look like that he could not hear. It's a defense mechanism. Shots came one after the other. Bam, bam, no pause. Alright, then that kind of blows that theory. She attempted to do CPR, but it's typically done on an infant by her own admission. Well, in all actuality, you could still shoot him and then to the wall immediately. I mean, think about it. She's a cop. She knows how to cover shit up. She was on the SWAT team, so she had advanced training. Not going to help her. If I was inside my apartment, I'd put my hands up in the air automatically. I agree. As a woman who wasn't paying attention, wouldn't never be able to stage a crime that fast. I don't know. No blood on her at all but CPR. She was on CRT, not SWAT. Negligent homicide range 6 months, 10 years. See, I agree. It should be negligent homicide. And for those that think manslaughter is on the table, manslaughter is not on the table yet. She's charged with murder. They can add negligent homicide after the fact, but they can't do it now. Right now, she's being charged with murder. It was a rapid fire the neighbors heard. I don't know. Once you wonder if someone was in a place, watch TV. That's what I'm saying. Criminals don't sit down, watch TV, and have ice cream. I'm just not buying it. Something's not right. Oh, you saw Buka? So, but I'm going to shut down in a minute. I'm going to go talk to Sage. Winston, what's the matter? What's the matter? Come here. He don't like me. CRT is the same thing. Think she's an embarrassment to the amazing men and women in law enforcement. Poppy, I agree with that. Absolutely agree with that. Oh, and before I forget, I have to thank Marty for PayPal. Thank you, Marty McFly. On the 911 call, she never stated that he was coming towards her. She also told the officers who first arrived on the scene that he was coming towards her. They can add it if they find NG of murder. Thank you, Supercell. I'll know more tomorrow. I'm going to go through a lot of stuff. Okay. I'm going to go through a lot of stuff. Probably listen to it while I play some video games. It might get a verdict that fast. I don't know. It'll be interesting, though. It really will. I got a football game tomorrow. Yay. Thank you for the live for after the trial. I think we need a place to talk about our views on the trials. I agree. I'll do more in the trial. I haven't had a chance to watch it. Between all the fucking drama and the kids and work and doctor's appointments, I just really haven't had the time. So, but I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm not going to go live again tonight, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. And you guys saw me a lot today. But what time's the trial start tomorrow? 9? If you know any video games. Oh, so do we, Irene. My husband worked for PlayStation. We have a PS4 computer, a gaming computer, and Xbox One. We got it all. Manslaughter is only an option if they add it at the end. Right? Texas, you can add it after. After all the testimony is done, they have the option to add manslaughter. Right now, it's just murder. But that's just right now. They can change it. So, I want to thank you guys. I love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. After the trial. Alright? Peace out. 9 Eastern time. That's what I thought. See you guys, banana.